All right, so today I'm rebuilding the worst team in the Premier League. At the time of recording this, Wolves only have 2 points through 11 games so far this year. They look like favorites to be relegated. And for a team that's been like a staple in the Premier League for so long now, it is a sad thing to see. So because of that, I'm becoming the new manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers, and it's now my job to rebuild this club. First step is avoiding relegation in season 1, and then maybe in the distant future, making Wolves the best team in the world one day. So yes, here we go. Season 1 of the Wolves rebuild. And this club is in such a bad position. Is it actually possible to save this club from relegation in season 1? I'm not sure, but I'm going to try my best here. So first off, let's look at the team we start with in this rebuild. I believe when we started, we were actually playing a 4-3-3, but I feel like, considering the players we have in this team, I feel like that formation actually doesn't suit the players. So first thing we're going to do as manager is switch to a 4-4-2 holding. That's right, man. We're going old school with this one. 2 strikers, 2 CDMs, 2 wide midfielders. We're going back in time with this one, boys. Now, the reason I think this might work is Andre and Gomez are 2 solid CDMs, and then Larson and also Rokadari are 2 solid strikers as well. I feel like I can't leave those 4 players out of the team, and a 4-4-2 really fits it. Now, on the wings, we got Bellegarde, we have Arias on the right, then we got a back 4, Bueno. I'm not trying to say that is a Krej. Oh, brother, that's probably a mispronunciation. Agbedu at center back, and also, oh dear, Chitat Tichoa, Krakatoa, and then John Stone in goal. I feel like, currently with the players here, that's our best setup. The best setup to try to avoid relegation. Although I think still it's going to be rough. Now we start this rebuild with 60 million in our budget. I mean, that's a decent amount to start rebuilding the squad. Now, by the way, for this video, we're not losing live start points. We've gone back in the past here, so that I can have a fresh start, Wolves. Try to have a better start than them. Now, in terms of transfers, I've built a short list of players here that most, if not all, have been linked to Wolves at some point. We got older players, we got younger players. There's an assortment of players here. And yeah, a lot of them actually look pretty good. So, okay, 60 million in year 1. I feel like this team needs new fullbacks. 74 rated left back, 74 rated right back. The current lowest rated players in the team. That's where we can really improve, I think. So first, let's go for our left back signing. Now, left back, I think I want Gerard Martin from Barcelona. Now, he's 74 rated, so he's still kind of low rated, but he has got more potential. If we can get this guy to grow, he would be a good left back for the future of this team. Maybe the future starting left back, who knows? And he's only going to cost probably like 12 million. So let's start with like 10.3. Let's start with that for Barcelona. They are going to want 15.3. Okay, a little bit high. Let's go down to like maybe 12. Come on, Hansi, give me a deal here. Give me a deal. 12 million, 14.5. Okay, they're playing hardball. 12.7. Accept it, Flick. 12.7. They accept it. The art of the deal. So first signing, Gerard Martin. Welcome to Wolves. Could be our starting left back for years to come in this team. All right, now let's go for our new right back. For this one, we're gonna go with more experience. I want Julian Ryerson from Borussia Dortmund to be our starting right back. Now, apparently he was linked over the summer, and I do feel like, he'd bring experience in the team. He's 27, so he's not actually too old. He could probably grow a little bit. He would bring stability to our defense, though, to start this rebuild. So let's go for like maybe, let's start with like 19. Let's try to get a really good deal here. 18.7, they're going 20.6. All right, give me 20. 20 million, they're gonna accept that. Watch, they're gonna accept it. Yep, I knew it. 20 million? I feel like for Ryerson, that's not a bad deal. All right, so year 1, left back reinforced, right back reinforced. Now, is this going to save us from relegation in year 1? I'm not sure it is. It's probably going to be a difficult season still. We are literally starting from the bottom, man. I do feel like these players give us a chance, though. All right, so Gerard Martin will start. Obviously, Ryerson will start as well. So that is our team for year 1 of the rebuild, and I am just hoping we can avoid relegation. If we go down to the championship, it's going to be so much tougher to get this team, to win a Champions League one day. This first season is so crucial for this career mode. So I guess only one way to find out. Let's find out how we do in season 1. All right, so end of season 1, honestly, I'm a little scared here. I'm scared. If we look at the table, okay, where Wolves at? Are we actually relegated? If we open it up, we are going to be in 19th place. We are relegated in season 1 on 30 points. We were only 2 away from safety, 3 away from safety. Oh man. Okay, year 1. So 5 wins, 15 draws, and 18 losses. And we were only 1 win away maybe from being safe. But all right, that shows the challenge you're facing here. And so relegated year 1, top scorer was Rokadari with 18, Larson 14 and 5, Gomez 7 and 3, Gomez also 5 and 2. 2 Gomez's, by the way. And okay, so we were close, but we do get relegated. That just made this rebuild that much more difficult. All right, though, so season 2 begins in the EFL Championship for Wolves. Now, our budget for year 2 is actually higher, so it's 124 million. That's not a bad amount. I feel like this team is good enough where we should just go like straight right back up to the Premier League. It should only take us 1 season to get promoted. Now, in saying that, I think the 4-4-2, we tried it, but it didn't quite work. It's not 1994 anymore, Tyztir, so for year 2, we are switching formation because now we have enough money to buy players to really fit whatever formation we think is best for this team. So I think we're gonna go to a 4-2-3-1 wide. So if we do that, that's our current best setup. Okay, we need to spend money on probably a new left winger. I think that's probably priority number one. Then maybe a new cam. Because Bellegarde, you know, he was a legend of previous Wolves series, but he is 20 years old. I'm not sure how much he's going to grow in this rebuild. So I'd like a cam, a left mid, maybe even a center back too. We got some work to do, man. We got some work. All right, though. So first, let's go for left mid. So Yetemay from Deportivo, I feel like he'd be a great left mid in this team. 23 years old, 85 pace, 81 dribbling. He would tear up the championship. And he's got room to grow too. So I feel like, you know, it's a perfect pickup for maybe like 30-ish million. So let's go for like, let's start like 28.5. See what they say to that. They're going to want 33.7 plus a 15% salon clause. Are you trying to scam me? Make it 30 million for Yetemay, and they're going to accept that at least. All right, man. No more 442. No more Sir Alex Ferguson information. It's not the 90s anymore. It's modern times. Bro, we are giving Yetemay like a 5x wage bonus here or increase. That's insane. All right, though. New left mid brought in. That's a big upgrade. I think now let's go for a new starting cam. Now it might be a bit weird, but what about Harvey Elliott from Liverpool? I know he can't find game time at Villa, so I guess he went back from his loan spell back to Liverpool. I mean, if he can't find game time at Liverpool, can he find game time in the championship at Wolves? Probably. I think he would be great in this team, so let's try and sign him. So let's try 38.5, and they're gonna flat accept that. All right, maybe I could have gotten him for less. Maybe. That was the anti-art of the deal. Now the question is he gonna accept a wage decrease to sign for a championship team? Harvey, this is for your career, man. You can get us back to the Prem, be a Premier League starter. This is the way to do it. Okay, you want signing bonus? I can do that, brother. I can do that. So Harvey Elliott puts faith in the Wolves project. We got a 1-year plan to get right back to the Premier League, and Harvey Elliott's a big part of that. New number 10 brought in. So Bellegarde to the bench, Elliott into the starting lineup. I mean, we're looking better here. We're looking a lot better, actually. How much money do we have left? Because we can find a center back who's like 78, 79 that can grow. Bro, we might break like a record for points in the championship, maybe. I mean, we could sign Axel Disasi from Chelsea for like only 14 million. He'd be so cheap. Now, I also like Kiwior at Arsenal, but I feel like he might be a signing that's more so like when we get to the Premier League. Otherwise, these other players are not really exciting me that much. Okay, you know what? Tati's been here for a while. I think I trust Tati at center back. I mean, he's only 27. He should grow still. So Elliott and Yetemay brought in, so that's gonna be our 2 signings for year 2. If we don't go straight back up to the Prem, this thing is rigged. There's no way this team doesn't get promotion, automatic promotion. If they don't, I will fire myself. Okay, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna fire myself. That would ruin the video. I'm not doing that. But year 2, can we get promoted back to the Premier League? All right, so end of year 2 in the EFL Championship. Please tell me we finish first or second. No, we're gonna finish in third, tied on points with Leicester. Bro, there's 3 teams on 100 plus points. We finish in third, so we're in the playoffs. Bro, it was literally 1 goal difference plus 1 Leicester. That's how they beat us for second place. I cannot believe it. Bro, same record too. That is so close. We were only 4 points or 3 points off winning the title. Oh man, that just sucks. Okay, we should still be a favorite to win through the playoffs. We should be. If we don't, I'm actually gonna scream. Let's see. So promotion playoffs will be coming soon here. Bro, we got to find a way back to the Premier League. All right, so playoffs, it is Sheffield United versus Wolves semifinals. Of course, it's 2 legs. Now, really quick stat-wise, how do our players do? Larson scored 30. Yetemay scored 23. Elliott, 11 and 14. Okay, where is our other striker? Where is he at? Did he leave? Oh, no, he just didn't play. He only played 2 games? Okay, I thought he would start for Larson. I guess not. Larson has won the starting spot. I mean, he scored 30, so I can't really complain. But man, great years for Harvey Elliott and Yetemay, the 2 new signings. Great years for them. Oh, they also grew +4 and +2. Bro, there's no way this team doesn't get promoted. Come on. First game against Sheffield United, first leg. Come on, boys. It's going to be a 3-1 Wolves win. Yes. Come on, take care of them second leg. Take care of them, boys. Get us back to the Premier League. Second leg at home. 3-1 lead. It is going to be a 4-0 win, so 7-1 in aggregate. And we are in the championship playoff final. Come on. Oh, man, we're facing West Ham, though. This is probably an even matchup. I think actually on rating-wise, they're actually better than us. So, bro, I'm terrified. If we lose, it's such a big setback. For the love of everything, please, boys, win this championship final. It's going to be 2-1. Yes. Gomez scores, and also Harvey Elliott score to beat West Ham. And we are back in the Premier League for season 3. Oh, I got so scared, bro. If we lost that, that'd have been such another major setback. Okay, relief. We finished on 101 points, but through the playoffs, we get through. And I'm not gonna lie, players in our team, we look good. I mean, Yetemay 82, Elliott 82. Our goal in year 3 is to, you know, survive the Premier League this time, not get relegated. We should have a very good chance to do that. All right, man, come on. Year 3, this is pivotal. We have to survive in the Premier League. You can see there our team rating is much better, so we're definitely improving. Now, a few players have left on their contract expiring. Jose saw one of them. You know, it's sad to see him leave, but it's a new era at this club now. It's time to take this to a whole nother level. Now, right off the bat, you know, I feel like we actually look pretty good. You know, Martin's going to 79, which that's good to see. Once again, Elliott 82, Yetemay 82. Both our strikers 84, so we're in a good spot right now. My only issue, I think, is going to be Tati now. You know, we only grew +1 last year. That's a concern, and also the keeper. If we could find a new starting center back and also a new starting keeper, that might take this team to a whole nother level. Also, if players grow more, and I feel like that should keep us safe from relegation, man. It really should. So year 3, a keeper and a center back when we need. Now our budget, it's going to be 145 million. So that's a decent amount of money to work with. So let's get to work. I think now it's a good time to go in for Kiwior from Arsenal. You know, obviously he's not starting for Arsenal. For us, he'd be our best center back for about, 30 million-ish. That'd be a great pickup, I think. Now he's a Premier League seasoned veteran. That is exactly what this team needs. So let's start with like 26 million, maybe 26. They're going to want Bueno. I'm not giving you Bueno, not yet. Let's try 27 million and they're going to accept that. 27 for Kiwior. That's not a bad deal. I mean, he's 27, so it's not like he's that old, but what he is, he's a clear upgrade over Tyztir at center back. So Kiwior, welcome to Wolves. So Tyztir becomes third choice. Kiwior becomes obviously a starter. So if we can spend a decent amount on a good goalkeeper, maybe a young one that can grow, then I think we should avoid relegation here in year 3. We should. All right, man, it's time to splash the cash on a keeper. 86 rated Unai Simon will be perfect for this team, for the next like 5+ years. He would be the perfect Premier League Wolves goalkeeper. We might cost around like 70 million, but that's worth it right now. That's worth it. So let's start with like 50, maybe 55 million. 55, and you know what? Okay, hold up. 58.5 plus so-on clause. Oh, Bilbao, you have yourself a deal, man. That's a deal. I'm taking that and running away with it, man. We're building a team that can survive the Prem this time, man. Not get relegated. We're building it. I feel like we're laying the seeds for future, maybe Champions League winner. Unai Simon is the latest player to join the project. All right, so that was cheaper than expected. So do we have one more signing in us in this current window? We might, because currently after that we have what? I mean, we still got 50 million to work with. We might have one more signing, but okay, Simone in there. So if we do make one more signing, where should we sign a player? I mean, Arias isn't happy, although he's done pretty well in this rebuild so far. Should we look for a new like right-sided player? Man, what if we could afford Jadon Sancho and give him a second chance in the Premier League? So in this save, 3 years down the line, he's still United. I can't imagine he's playing much. What if Jadon Sancho found a second wind at Wolves? Now I might have to include someone here. See if I can include someone we're not playing much. What if we throw in Santiago Bueno plus like 22 million? What would United say to that? They would want 26 plus Bueno. You know what? I think we're doing it. I'm gonna make Sancho a right mid. We're doing it. I mean, 27, there's still a chance for him. If we wait too long, there might be a chance for him once he gets like 28, 29. So he's at the age right now where it's now or never, 27 years old. Jadon Sancho is gonna be a new Wolves player and he gets a second chance. He's gonna be an undisputed starter for us, so he gets a real chance to prove himself over a season. So there we go. Last pickup of year 3, Jadon Sancho, welcome to the club. Welcome to the project. All right, so there it is. So Kiwior, Unai Simon, and Jadon Sancho brought in. I guess Larson the starter after scoring 30 goals in the championship, but Rokodari is gonna be the backup. But honestly, man, this team is looking solid. There's no shot this team gets relegated, right? There's no shot. I guess there's only one way to find out. Year 3, back in the Premier League, what can this Wolves team do? All right, so back here again, end of season 3 at Wolves. Bro, I'm expecting big things. And okay, big things is what we got. So we finish in 8th place in the Premier League. You know what? After getting relegated and back up to the Prem, that's a great finish for us. Man, I will take that now. We were very close all the way down to 12th, so we're only 3 points off that. And also, we were only 3 points off a Conference League spot, European football. 8th place, I really got no complaints with that. Now, no surprise, we didn't win any cups. Obviously no cups yet in this series, no trophies, but we've come a long way since being relegated. Top scorer, Larson 19, Yedemai 13 and 13, Sancho 8 and 5. That's not a bad season for him. He grew +3 to 85, by the way. So Sancho 85 rated at 28. That's not bad. Hey man, this team has a future now. We have a future. I mean, Larson 86, Elliot 83, Yedemai 84, midfielders 85 rated. Well, this team looks solid now. We look like we can push for European football, like a serious push now. After an 8th place finish, I think year 4, we have to chase European football and hopefully, run away from any threat of relegation for the rest of this rebuild. Secure the safety of this team in the Premier League. All right, so season 4, year 4, the Wolves rebuild begins. And the one sad thing about now, I think our wage bill has kind of risen this team to all these good players. Where year 4, we only have 91 million in the budget, so it's not a crazy amount to work with. My question, does this team really need a lot to try to get European football? I feel like Larson's great, the midfield's great. I want to see if Sancho and Elliot can grow further in this team. They can grow, especially Yedemai too. I feel like Agbadou is now 31. His growth is kind of stagnated a little bit. Maybe we need a new center back to pair alongside Kiwior now. Whereas I do feel like Ryerson and Martin are kind of fine for now, so it might be a new center back in year 4 is what we need. Everyone else looks pretty solid. All right, so I think if we only need one signing, just one center back in this current window, we might as well splash the cash here. What if we sign Castello Lukba from Leipzig? Now, he would be insane. This team, 25 years old, already 85 rated. If we sign him, he's got a chance to become one of the best center backs in the Premier League alone. Like, he would be so good in this team. The only issue, he's cutting it a little bit close to our budget. Now, I still think it should be doable, though. It should be doable. So let's start with like maybe 60. Let's start with like 62. Let's do that. Leipzig are going to want 68.5. You know what? That's a done deal. That's below his value. He probably wants a new challenge, get away from Leipzig and Wolves. I can give you that challenge, buddy. And he's got a chance to become a world-class center back in this team, world-class. And another player wants to join the Wolves project. So Lukba is signed up, instantly becomes one of the highest rated players in this team. Man, that is a giant pickup. So that's gonna be the only signing year 4. Once again, though, I think the only signing we actually needed. So Agbedu to the bench, Lukeba into the team. And I think this team is not ready to push for European football. For year 4, man, I want a top 6 finish. And hey, officially a 5-star team. I think we can actually do it. All right, so end of season 4 now. There was a very nice surprise this season. I didn't even realize it actually. First though, Premier League, we are going to finish in 6th. Now, okay, I'm happy, but I'm also sad because we were only 3 points off a Champions League spot. So yeah, 2 spots better than last year, but we're only 3 off United, 3 off Chelsea. We almost got Champions League football, but we do finish in a Conference League spot now. The good news, it's coming. Just 1 second, FA Cup is gonna go to, oh man, we lost on penalties in the FA Cup final, and we almost won the first trophy of the series right here. All right, Carabao Cup is gonna go to Arsenal. Now, the surprise. Last year, after finishing 8th, we actually qualified for the Conference League. That is right. So we actually have European football here in year 4. You see it there. League phase, we finished in 2nd place. So let's see. Round of 16. We beat Widzew Lodz 3-1. So quarterfinals, we beat Shakhtar 3-2. So we're in the semifinals of the Conference League. In semifinals, we beat Sturm Graz 5-1. So we're in the Conference League final in year 4. And then we're facing Stade Rennais. So the question is, did we win the first trophy of this rebuild? Conference League final. It's gonna be Stade Rennais who win it 3-1 in the final. Oh man, we made it all the way. So that's 2 cup final losses here in year 4. 2 of them. Man, so close, but you know, after getting relegated, I can't be mad, man. This team has come so far in 4 years. Larson scored 43, so he's come a long way too. Other stats, Yedemai scored 23 and 13, Elliott 19 and 18. Man, great year for Elliott. Sancho 13 and 11. I mean, the main attackers are playing great in this team right now. Bro, this Wolves team is on the rise, man. I mean, in terms of growth, Larson 87, Yedemai 87, midfielders look good. Lukeba grown to 88 after signing him. Bro, this team looks so good. So, okay, so season 5, we're going to be back in the Conference League. We started off so rough with that relegation, but now we're back, man. So a European Cup final loss, but next year, man, I want Champions League. And I think this team can just push a little further and get in a top 4 spot. So once again, a new season begins, and now we chase Champions League football. Now, the one problem right now, our budget is still not crazy. We have, again, 106 million. So it's a decent amount. It's better than last year, but it's still not crazy. Like last year, that was only enough to sign one really good player like Lukeba. It might be the same case here in season 5. All right, though, Hugo Bueno and also Martin, they're both 80 overall, and they're kind of stopped growing, I think. So that's kind of an issue. I think left back is the one spot I'm worried about. I think Ryerson right back is fine for now. He's 31, probably, you know, has a year or 2 left in him being a starter in this team. Otherwise, I'm not sure if we need to make drastic changes. Maybe a new left back and we're good. If I can afford a better center back, I might sell Agbedu and then bring in another center back to pair alongside Lukeba. I might do that. You know, I think midfield attack look great. It's just still the defense, man. That's what I'm worried about. So let's find our new starting left back. All right, so left back, what about Ricardo Calafiori? Of course, the former Arsenal fullback in this save. Now he's at Atalanta. I mean, kind of same profile of the player we've been signing. You know, 27 years old, his prime, 84 overall, has a chance to probably go to like 86 at the highest. He'd cost around maybe like 50 million, but that would be a clear upgrade at left back, man. That'd be a clear upgrade. So Ricardo Calafiori, do you want to sign for Wolves? Okay, let's start like 45. I need to try and save money here though, because I do want a center back. And you know what? 48.6 plus on clause. I can work with that, buddy. I can work with that. So 84 to left back is coming in. You know, once again, not too old, not too young, right in the prime of his career. Ricardo Calafiori, welcome to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, I want a center back, but it's cutting it close here. It's cutting it very, very close. So we have 50 million left. Oh, that might not be enough, man. It might not be enough. The 2 center backs I want to target here are going to be Ruben Dias and also Gonçalo Inácio. No, get some Portuguese themes back into Wolves. Man, the problem is I think they're both a little bit too expensive. Dias might be cheaper because he's older. Let's see if I can offer someone in a swap deal. Let's see. Who could we offer here in a swap? I mean, what if I offer the Hugo Bueno plus like 28 million? What would Let It Go say to that? They want 60 plus Bueno. Okay, that's not going to work. I mean, the most I can offer is 35. 35 plus Bueno, they're going to want 60. Okay. Bueno's not gonna work. I can try offering our backup right back, Krakatoa. I can't say his name, bro. I'm sorry. No disrespect. I cannot say his name. Chadachoa, you might be in this swap deal, brother. 35 million plus him. Oh, they're gonna walk away and think about it. They're probably gonna say no. Also, why is Arne Slot the manager of Atletico Madrid? Wait, what? This man speaks Spanish? Oh, they want 57 plus Chadachoa. Bro, I want Diaz so bad. I'm just not sure it's gonna work. What about 45 million? Oh, they accept that? That's 10 million less. Okay, do we have enough for wages though? I'm not sure if we do. Oh no, is there enough for wages, bro? Diaz to be a game changer in this team. I don't think we have enough, man. I feel like we don't. Wait, we might. We actually might. If he takes a wage cut to play for Wolves, we have enough. Come on, brother. Ruben Dias, the Portuguese captain. No, he wants 110. Okay, no. Okay, get this a little down. I'll give you 900k signing bonus. Literally all of our money spent. no, he wants 130. We're so close, bro. We're so close to this deal happening. Okay, what if a lower signing bonus, but more per week? Like literally max 124. Ruben, please. Ruben, please. We're so close, bro. You gotta be kidding me. Bro, there's no shot he's gonna say no to this. There's no shot. Oh, come on. That's all I can offer, man. That's all I can offer. He's gonna think about it. Oh, I feel like he's gonna say no, man. We're so close to that working. We're so close. Okay, wait. So we sold Arias de Villa for 16 or actually 19.7 million. If we go back in Ruben Dias, we might actually have enough. Can I accept it? I did, I think I did. Yes, Ruben Dias is brought in. Okay, that is so clutch, man. I had to sim like 4 or 5 days and Dias, he waited for us. He waited for Wolves. Now it is an older player, but he's such a big upgrade at center back, man. He's gonna help us get Champions League football, I think. And we get that Portuguese blood back in this Wolves team. So Ruben Dias, welcome to Wolves. Man, we just barely pulled that off, barely. All right, so year 5, the team is going to look like that. That is much better. Dias and also Calafiori brought in. I mean, that's a Champions League team right there. I mean, not gonna lie, that's a team that can maybe win the Champions League. If everyone's playing as good as they can, you know, this team looks scary now. So let's find out, man. I want Champions League. Let's find out if we can do it. All right, so end of year 5, end of the 2030 season. So Wolverhampton Wanderers are going to finish all the way in 2nd place, 5 points off the champions, Man City. Man, that is a monumental season for Wolves. We finished like 8 points above 4th, so by far and away, 2nd place in the Prem. Like, what a season. Man, we are getting serious. All right, so 2nd place in the Prem, Champions League is secured for season 6. FA Cup is gonna go to Chelsea. Carabao Cup will go to Arsenal. Now, last year we finished 6th, but we actually got Europa League football this year based off, I think, the coefficient. So Europa League finished in 3rd in the league phase, facing our first European trophy, run to 16. We beat Lens 5-1, but quarterfinals lost to Juventus 6-2. So that's kind of a big margin there. Eventually Dortmund won the Europa League, so it's a little sad there, but 2nd place finish, man, I cannot be mad. We have come so far in 5 years. So top scorers, Larson 26, Yedemai 23, Elliott 16 and 12, Sancho 12 and 8, same names. I mean, our attack is just so balanced in this team, and the player growth is insane here. I mean, look, but 90 rated, Yedemai 90 rated, he's +3 on the year. Unai Simon 89 still, Gomez 89. Or Jadon Sancho is growing all the way up to 88. Talk about reviving a career. And even Elliott grew +3 this year. I thought Elliott might be done growing, but no, he grew +3 to 88 this year too. Like, bro, this team looks insane now. It looks absolutely insane. Now, I think when we're healthy, of course, Unai Simon, I think he's hurt for a little bit, but he should be fine. When this team is healthy, are we actually a Champions League contender? We seriously might be. So season 6 might be our first chance to win the Champions League. So year 6, our team rating is 84, 88, 84. This team is now a Premier League and Champions League contender, boys. So the question is, what do we need here in season 6? Every player we put faith in, every player we've signed has done so well in terms of growth and also performance. The only thing we might need is to reinforce the bench, really. I feel like the starting 11's fine. If we just reinforce the bench, I think we got a real chance this year. So budget in season 6, 174 million. Let's reinforce this bench. Okay, so with all our money, I decided to future-proof this team. That meant splashing the cash and signing Antonio Silva from Aston Villa for 88.2 million, and then reinforcing the bench with Joao Felix and also Christian Pulisic. Because yeah, I did see Ruben Dias starting to go down, so he's going to be 3rd choice center back, and Antonio Silva is going to take his starting spot. And then, you know, bench looks better with Felix and Pulisic there. Silva should grow to maybe like 90 this season, maybe 88 at least. The team is future-proof. The team looks like a Champions League contender now. Bro, the time of making Wolves the best team in the world, it's coming soon here. It's inevitable at this point. We're now rated 87, 87, 85. Man, could it be year 6 where we win the Champions League? When you look at this team, you got to know we have a real chance at it. All right, man, so end of year 6, end of the 2031 season, 2nd place last year. This year, we are going to finish, we're going to finish in 3rd place, bro, 10 points off 1st. Okay, so we got a little worse this year. I mean, I'm not sure exactly why. Maybe Man City are just that good. So they finished 10 points above us. Now we got Champions League again, so that's the most important part. You know, we remain a Champions League team. All right, let's see. FA Cup is going to go to Spurs. Carabao Cup is going to go to Man City. So, all right, man, though, our first year in the Champions League, how did we do? Oh my, league phase, we finished in 1st. 7 wins and only 1 loss. All right, Wolverhampton Wanderers top the Champions League phase. That is crazy. Round of 16, we beat Marseille 4-3. Quarterfinals, we beat Leverkusen 4-1. So we're in the Champions League semis. And semifinals, we beat PSG 5-1. In year 6, we have taken Wolves to a Champions League final in 2031. Oh man, and our team looked that good. I just wasn't sure if we're gonna do it in year 1. So we're going against Juve in this Champions League final. They still got, you know, Yildiz, Conceição, David, but bro, our team, What a run. So third place in the Prem, but Champions League final stats. Yet in my top score were 26, Larson 24, Sancho 14 and 16, Elliott 13 and 6. I mean, our main 4 attackers have been so consistent, man, always scoring, you know, double digits. Sancho double digit goals and assists too. Everyone's been so consistent for so long. You know, we were due for some kind of trophy or final. In year 6, we got a chance to do it, man. I mean, growth wise, Larson 91, Yetamai 91, Sancho 89. I can't believe he's going that much. Now, I think Silva got hurt middle of the year, so he went down to 85, so that's kind of worrying, but otherwise, rest of the team looks great. Lukeba 91, and we have built an insane team here at Wolves, man. An insane team, a solid bench too. But man, there's one thing left to do. First, our team rating currently 87, 88, 85. The one thing left to do is to win this Champions League final. So that right there is the team we fielded in this final. A chance to make Wolves the kings of Europe. And man, the cool thing about this rebuild is that so many players we signed, like Sancho, Elliott, Yetamai, all of them have paid off. Like, they all have taken us to a Champions League final. They have done so well in this team. The faith has been repaid. Now we just got one final game to win. 2031 Champions League final. In 6 years in the making, this taken a while. We got to show this team is ready, man. We got to show it. Yetamai, good steal. Gets it into Andre. Into Larson. Now Elliott is running here. Elliott's gonna get into Jadon Sancho. Already, Wolves have scored the first goal in the first 9 minutes. And look who it is, the Manchester United reject. Jadon Sancho has found second life at Wolves. Bro, he's become one of the best players in the Prem. It's insane. I mean, what, 82 rated all the way 89, whatever he is now? Bro, his growth has been insane. All right, Juve get a chance to get one back. Maybe David doing skills here. Gets it over to Yildiz shot. Unai Simon makes a very good save. All right, that was a little scary. That was a little bit too easy if you ask me. Yildiz again cuts inside. Now that's a little dangerous. That's going to be a pass back to Conceição into Thuram. Back to Kalulu. Oh no, that's going to be a goal. Nope. Simon makes another save. Okay, Simon's coming up big already. It's another player who's repaying the faith. Now Elliott gets it to Sancho. Sancho turns. Oh, Larson was onside there. That was going to be 2-0. We almost timed that perfectly. We got to be very careful here. Very careful. David gets it out wide to Coop Miners. Now we got to come over here. Watch the pass though, watch the pass. Conceição back to Thuram. Andre, great play over to Gomez. Great defending there. Sancho, Larson, we got Elliott now. Elliott's gonna turn. Gonna try to play it to Yetamai. He's in. Okay, the pass slowed him down a little bit. Get it to Gomez. Elliott, where are you at, buddy? Elliott, if you run right there, bro, if you run, you're gonna be in. Oh, he should have just ran forward a little bit, bro. He could have scored. David cuts inside, gets it over to Locatelli, looking dangerous, but Castello, that is a very nice tackle from him. Come on, man, the second is there. Their defense is wide open. Larson, okay, that's overhit. It's fine though, because Elliott, if we time it, should still be onside. Oh, what a finish, but he's offside. Man, that was such a nice little finish by Harvey Elliott, man. That was so nice. 39th minute. It's still just 1-0, man. It should be 2-0 right now. All right, win the header, win the header. Gomez, nice. Elliott, get it back to Andre. Find a good shot, boys. Patience. Gomez into Andre. Elliott, Larson. Oh my, what a pass by Elliott. Larson in, and it's gonna be 2-0. Elliott, what a pass, man. And our star striker makes it 2-0 at halftime. Bro, this team feels incredible right now. Bro, we have built a true powerhouse at Wolves. I mean, Elliott, Larson, Yetamai's in. Oh, we're just cutting him apart. Yetamai, a chance to score. We're cutting them apart. It's 3-0 to Wolves in the 52nd minute. Elliott gets it through to Gomez. This time Gomez turns over to Larson. It's 4-0. Bro, this game's done. We have built the best team in the world out of the worst team in the Premier League. And this final was over before it even started. We beat Juventus 4-0 in the Champions League final. Wolverhampton Wanderers are Champions League winners in 6 years in the future, 2031. And in terms of my rebuild videos, I feel like this is one of the best teams we've built. Like, this final wasn't even close. These players have grown so much, and it's such a good group of players connective wise. Truly, we have created the new kings of Europe. And out of the worst team in the Premier League, man, it's been a journey. But there it is. Gomez gets to lift a Champions League trophy, and I'd say that is going to be rebuild complete. If you enjoyed this one, drop a like down below. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that sub button. We're on the road to 300,000 subs. And if you want to watch the latest episode of our My Player Career Mode over on Tyztir Plus, you can watch that video right here.